Yo, I made a rookie mistake this week that almost cost me money. I'm going to show you exactly what happened. And if you're trading crypto or stocks, this is something that you do not want to do. Also, stay watching to the end because I'm going to give you two stocks that I think and believe are about to go to the top. All right, so let's get into it. As traders, we have good days and we have bad days. I took a red day. I want to share you my red day because a lot of traders share the winning days, but I want to share a red day because you need to learn from these mistakes. I learned from my mistakes and I want to share it so you don't make that same mistake. Now, we all do know at the Jackson Hole, Powell was giving a speech. Now, he already gave his speech and we got a reaction. I decided to take a trade before the reaction. I was looking at a great setup on Mara. If you don't know what MARA is, you need to look it up. Now, this stock Mara, it follows Bitcoin. If you trade Bitcoin or if you don't trade Bitcoin, here's how you could get in on the movements of Bitcoin. If you're looking at Mara, you're looking at Coin, you're looking at RIOT or Master. But I'm going to say those stocks for another video. But in this trade, Mara was at the bottom. I liked the setup. I took the trade. I went in on options, but I did this when Powell was about to deliver a big speech. So the market was already uncertain on his speech. I saw Mara going up, but Mara just kind of bottomed down, kind of wiggled around, and then it kind of kept dropping as the market was dropping. We all know the market was dropping and Mara was dropping, Bitcoin was dropping, so I was taking a loss. Now here's the thing, the key thing that where I went wrong was I did not stick to my rules, y'all, and that is the number one thing. You got to stick to your rules. I let the trade keep going, hoping that it's going to go up, and I didn't get out or exit the trade. Now, what saved me was good news. Good results came from the Powell speech. But let's take a look at the chart right now to see what I saw and how you can spot the trade. We're looking at Mara. This is why I picked this stock. As you can see, this stock right here is down at the bottom. This stock has been down low of 981. This was around April the 7th. I wish I would have got in this stock then, but I didn't. All I know is I can see this stock is starting to trend up. This is an uptrend confirmation. And then it went back down and I knew support was here. So when I got into the trade, I can see that it was some support on this level and made me want to take a trade and enter it. As you can see, Mara just kind of sideways traded that day for the Powell speech. It just kind of went sideways and went kind of down. Now let me zoom in. Let's go to my 20-day. And right here, you can see how Mara was up and it went all the way down. And then there's another down thing. And so I was losing on this trade. I went almost down to 50%, to 20%, to 90%. And you don't never want to do that. One thing you want to do is get out of that trade when it's going down. But I stayed in the trade, y'all, because I predicted Mara to go up. And if you can see this chart, right after the speech and a little bit after that, Mara did start to climb. And it's still climbing. Now, after the speech, Mara shot back up. Now, my predictions was right and it moved up. One key thing that I learned from this, and I'm going to write it down in my rules, and you should always write down what caused you to take a loss in your rules, is the market. I didn't wait for the reaction. I traded before it. I got big news coming out and I'm trying to forecast the market. But the market got kind of uncertain with the news and you can see that it played down. So that was one thing that I learned is wait for confirmation. Do not try to trade and take big trades on information days and big news that is coming out. Now, you always got to stick to your plan. That's another thing I learned. Stick to my trading plan. Here's where I went wrong. I didn't create my stop loss. I didn't put the stop loss on it because I was so focused on it going up that once it went past 20%, that's usually when I'm out of a trade, y'all. But I stayed in there. And then when it passed 50%, I said, okay, 50% I'm going to pull out. And I didn't pull out. Once you set your stop loss, the computer's going to take you out. It has no emotion, it has no feeling. You're going to get out of that trade. And that's why your stop loss is so important. A stop loss is a win because it's preventing you from losing a major loss. I was down 90%. Luckily for me, good news came out. Mara went back up and I was able to break even and get my money and get out. And that's exactly what I did. But if I would have just waited for the market reaction, got in the trade off of good news, then I would have probably profited 100% versus going down 90% and back breaking even. Here's the thing, blow up your rules. Blow them up, put them on a chalkboard, make a vision board, or just write them down Put them on your favorite coffee mug or whatever you want to do so that you can look at those rules and stick to it. All right, like I said, I'm gonna give you some stocks that you need to put on your watch list, put on your radar. I know that they're going up. And number one is MARA, M-A-R-A, y'all. Because as you can see on the chart, it still has room to grow. So I will put that on my list. Also AI. I like AI because AI is at the bottom. And also another one that it already started to move. So this video, I'm a little late on this, but I already started to move. I'm gonna show you some profit that I made on it, but it's K/B. So put those on your list. Stay tuned for the next video because I'm gonna be releasing 2 more that I think is gonna climb. And you wanna get in early on these. Make sure you subscribe. Also, if you wanna trade with me in the morning, I got a link down there. Join me. Let's have some fun. Let's make some money. And I'll see you on the next video.